Give me the best trade rumor you heard yesterday that didn't come to fruition, or the last week or so.
I would say, I mean, there's always, various names that pop up at different points, and there was a lot made of, the Rams stuff, which was real. I mean, the Cooper Cup stuff, they absolutely explored it. He didn't end up getting traded. All of a sudden, they win 3 games in a row, and they're like a half game back in the division lead now. If that season goes a different direction, are we talking about Matthew Stafford potentially being traded? I mean, there were definitely people speculating about that when they were 1-4, but we never had a quarterback suffer a major season-ending injury. That's one of the biggest differences last year versus this year. You had that early spate last year of Aaron Rodgers gets hurt right out of the gate, and Cousins gets hurt, and Anthony Richardson gets hurt. Like there was this line of quarterbacks suffering major injuries. We didn't have it. So a lot of the quarterback stuff never really got ramped up just because there wasn't the need there. I would say, one of the wildest trades that happened was what happened with Marshon Lattimore because the Saints go from firing Dennis Allen on Sunday, Monday morning, whatever it was, a very unique statement. I think it's fair to say from Mickey Loomis, where he basically says like, "This wasn't Dennis Allen's fault. He's a great coach. We had a ton of injuries, and we're gonna miss him." I don't recall seeing a GM say something. There was no turn in the statement to, but we needed to make a change. So Mickey Loomis feels like still he's got a really good team. The one guy they were going to trade was Lattimore, and credit to Mickey for stirring up a market. They had 4 different teams. I thought it was getting done to the Chiefs that they were going to make yet another splash.
Oh, wow.
The Ravens were in that mix. The Chargers were, I believe, in that mix. And then in the end, it's the Commanders who a year ago were the big story of trade deadline because they traded everybody because they traded Chase Young to San Francisco and they traded Montez Sweat to Chicago to get a year later and for them to be the team that really came out of nowhere in the last hour before that trade got done and give up a third and fourth round pick to add a veteran cornerback. It's a fun time to watch what the Commanders are doing. But that was definitely one where you're chasing all these different permutations. And I did not think until the final 20 minutes or so that he was going to Washington.